Hello and welcome to today's 4-Minute Mark. We're still in Mark chapter 1 and we're going to look at verses 16 to 20 today. As Jesus walked beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and his brother Andrew casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. "Come, follow me," Jesus said, "and I will make you fishers of men." At once they left their nets and followed him. A couple things just to notice about this. Jesus did not call religious leaders to follow him. He didn't call people that were highly trained and highly educated. He called laborers, common people. He called fishermen. And he calls us as well. No matter what your job is, Jesus can call you. You don't have to be highly trained. You just have a heart that responds to Jesus' call. And that is what Simon and his brother Andrew had. Because notice when Jesus says, "Come and I will make you fishers of men," immediately they get up, left their nets, and followed. Can you imagine being on your job and feeling that Jesus is suddenly calling me to the mission field? So you just walk out the door, quit your job right on the spot, and go on the mission field. That doesn't usually happen nowadays, but it happened back then. But the important thing is their hearts responded to the call of Jesus. Let your heart respond to the call of Jesus in your life. And he said, "I will make you fishers of men." In other words, you're used to catching fish. Now you're going to catch human beings and bring them into the kingdom just like you would haul the fish into your boat as you haul your nets in. What kind of bait do we use to catch people? Well, our good deeds done in genuine love toward them, the words of the gospel of Jesus Christ, which is compelling, we use these things to catch people. Let's go on. When he had gone a little farther, he saw James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John in a boat preparing their nets. Without delay he called them, and they left their father Zebedee in the boat with the hired men and followed him. Once again, we have people who are called and instantly they just leave what they're doing and they decide they're going to follow Jesus. And they leave their father. Sometimes the call of Jesus will have us leave our family, leave the comfort of home, leave what we're used to, and go somewhere else and do something else. But unless we're feeling too sorry about Zebedee, kind of being left to do all the work by himself, notice that Mark does tell us that he did have hired men with him. Now, as we go through Mark, you'll see that Jesus walks beside water an awful lot. Jesus must have loved water. So I can relate to that. Maybe you can too. I know a lot of you go up to Okoboji for the summer. You love water. Jesus must have loved water too. Water has a very calming effect, doesn't it? As the waves come in, it can almost put you to sleep, or it can put you in mind to praise God and think about the immenseness of God, particularly if you're by a sea or an ocean, but also the peace of God, and also the power of God when the waves are crashing because there's a storm or a lot of wind. Jesus seemed to like water. Another reason he liked water was that water is like a natural sound enhancer. Have you ever been on the shore and someone's out in the lake on a calm day and they call out to you and you can hear them perfectly fine? So we will find in the Gospel of Mark that Jesus teaches from boats. Why? Because there aren't any microphones. So he could go out on the water and his voice could project to people. So that's it for today's 3-minute mark or 4-minute mark, and we will be looking into Mark again next Monday. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.